Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
You won, and I died!
I feel a little woozy, yeah. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
What's the prime time, bitch?
Come and get it!
So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye.
Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started. Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And let's talk horror. Now, today we are joined by two of the greatest people you could ever hope to meet. We got sweet and spooky Celise. Down here, we have one of the members of Rob Zombie's movies. Going by Cody Leach tonight. Let's start off with you, Celise. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. I'm super excited to be here.
Yes.
When we knew we wanted to count down the Chucky kills, we knew that there was not two people that we were going to do this episode with besides you two. We just knew that it had to be that way. So how about you, Cody? How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great since I've had the cold from hell all week long, and today it's finally clearing out. So I feel much better today than I have the past 4 days. It's been rough. And for those wondering, I know my outfit means jack shit to this franchise. I was doing my Rob Zombie ranking before we did this, and it cut it a little bit close. So I figured, whatever, I'll just skip the shower until later and be festive.
Well, I was wondering. I was saying, you look a little different. Did you lose some weight? I was just trying to put my finger on what it was. I couldn't quite wrap my head around what was going on here. So, before we actually get started here, guys, we are going to. The chat has been popping already, and we did already get a donation. Tatum celebrating my 3 months on the Best Friends channel. Guess I'm loving the new season. I love Tiff and Chuck. We'll talk about the new season a little bit here and there, but as you all know, we got a donation, and tonight.
We're changing things up.
We're changing things up a little bit. So instead of our ooh baby, we're going to have a new video for our donations tonight.
I don't have a problem with killing.
He doesn't have a problem with killing, and you guys don't have a problem killing it with those donations. So thank you so much, Tatum. That means the world to us. And everybody in the chat, this is amazing. You guys are all going crazy. Yes, we've seen Hocus Pocus 2. Chris Marshall became... Okay, Tatum asked for it. So Chris Marshall, she gifted him a membership. So Tatum, since you asked for it...
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
You got it. We got Harry in here saying what's up to Cody. This is going to happen so many times tonight. The man, the myth, the legend, Cody fucking Leach. Yes, I agree. Man, yeah, we got some How's It Hanging, Phil. Hey, what's up, Joshua?
Hey.
Nice to see you, buddy. Thank you for stopping out. And, of course, Sweet and Spooky. Yeah, that is Captain Spaulding in the house.
Yeah.
Live and in person.
Don't you like clowns?
Much like Tupac, he's been hanging out on an island. Hey, what's up, Lee? Thanks for stopping in, man.
Lee.
That is not him.
Hello.
Is that not him? No. Oh, nice. Cody's face paint looks familiar. Okay, so before we actually get started here, I do want to remind everybody, if you haven't already, Sweet and Spooky, Cody Leach, their links are in the description. So make sure you're subscribing to their channels. They are both two of the most amazing people you could ever hope to be a part of. Watching their content is amazing. We've been friends of theirs for a very long time. And even more important, we've been fans of theirs for a very long time. So I can't recommend enough you guys becoming part of their channels if you haven't already. So, again, what we're going to be doing here, something I did a little different. I don't know Ashley's list. I don't know Celise's list. And I don't know Cody's list. But what I want to say is I personally did not include any of Chucky's deaths himself because he's always coming back. I didn't include any of his deaths. So did anybody else include Chucky himself's deaths?
You can't kill the Chuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The rebel.
So, hey, Hi from Australia. Thank you
Hi.
for stopping in and hanging out. And yeah, I see that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I brought attention to that.
Wait, I missed it.
I feel like nothing. I just feel like a fucking idiot. But we got another donation.
I don't have a problem with killing.
Thank you guys so much. So, do you guys, either of you, have any honorable mentions or no?
Oh man, don't get me started on that, dude. I'll be here
No.
for 2 hours. A lot. I've got like 40 honorable mentions.
I have 3. This was really hard for me to only choose 13. So I had
Only
like
choose 10.
I had like 20. No, I have 13.
That's what I'm
'Cause I-
saying. It was hard for you to only choose 10.
No, I chose 13.
Okay.
Okay.
But I also have 13. So I'll do my honorable mentions real quick, just because these 3 are super cool to me, but they're not as important as some of the other ones. So I have Aunt Maggie from the OG Child's Play as an honorable mention, just because that kind of started everything. Presto, you're dead, just because that's one of my favorite one-liners. And you've
if I
been
was going to
very
give an
naughty,
honorable
Mrs.
mention,
Kettlewell.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're
If I was
fine.
gonna- if I was going to give an honorable mention, it would be Presto, you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, and then you've been very naughty, Mrs. Kettlewell.
You've been good.
Yeah, just because of the
Ooh, it didn't
just
make your
because I also have something quite blasphemous on my list that I think people are gonna be like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" So we'll get to that in a minute, but those are my honorable mentions. You said you have 3 as well?
Yeah, so I have the douchebag Shane from 2019, how he gets like the top of his head he pretty much gets scalped, and then Chucky stabs him like 1,000 times. I always like a good kill, especially when they deserve it, because he was an asshole. So and then I have from The Curse of Chucky, Ian, Alice's dad's death, when
he gets his jaw chopped off?
when he gets his jaw
You have that
chopped
as an
off.
honorable mention?
Yes.
You're grounded.
Okay. To my room by myself. But I'm good with it. And then we have Seed of Chucky, where he sets up the puppeteer guy.
Yeah.
That's trying to fix the animatronics, and Tiffany and Chucky like take the wire and decapitate him. I think that looks pretty good. So
I think it's hilarious that the minute he said Seed of Chucky, Cody was like, "God damn it."
I know it's most everybody's like least favorite.
I'm
but-
over
Not
here like,
everybody.
yeah.
I have a soft spot for it. Like
Not everybody.
Julie's
I
holding the
enjoy
flag.
Seed of Chucky. So
The minute that I heard Seed of Chucky, all I seen from Cody's face was
you have to
My
admit,
eyes
Seed
are
of Chucky
extra
has some good
expressive with
kills.
his makeup, so
It really is. It really is.
and you did say there's been a couple cancellations already in the chat. So
Should I get
Oh my
canceled?
I think I got canceled. Presto,
Oh.
you're canceled is what I seen.
You should be canceled.
So that's it in the yes. Here's a channel if you want to subscribe. And like I said, we've got Cody and Salisa's down in the description. And this is your first time here, subscribe to Sledgehammer Horror. We'd love to have you. And Tatum, who is an awesome person, she's been a fan of the channel for a long time. She's very supportive. Make sure you're subscribing to her as well. So we had our honorable mentions, but my love, would you like to start us off with number 10?
Sure. So I have Curse of Chucky, Jill, the nanny / mom's like mistress. When Chucky dumps the rainwater and it goes into the electrical outlet on the floor and electrocutes her, and like her one eye, it like falls out.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good kill.
Yeah.
I like that. It like melts her eyeball. She's really silent about it though. Like nothing. She's didn't want to wake anybody up.
Chucky,
in the
yeah,
house.
at least she was respectful in death.
Right.
He was cheating during life, respectful in death.
Exactly.
That's all we can ask.
That's all we can ask for from people.
Thank you, Jill.
Respectful in
Just
death.
when
I
we
love
thought
it.
that all hope was lost for Jill after cheating with Barb, she made up
Yeah.
for it by keeping quiet during her death.
Exactly.
Silver linings.
You got to find them in something, right?
So how about you, Celise? What comes in at number 10 for you?
Okay, so nobody yell at me or anything. This one's at number 10 because the kill is not that creative, but it is iconic. It is Phil's death, and it is iconic simply because of how hanging Phil. But I don't think the kill's that creative. Sorry. But I like it still. I know, I'm gonna get canceled right now.
Oh, you got the Arthur hand.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
So how about you, Cody?
Creative kills. God.
I definitely agree. And I agree to a certain point, which we'll talk about here in a second. But what about you, Cody? What comes in at number 10 for you?
What she said. Like verbatim. It's how's it hanging, Phil?
Really?
Yeah.
Does Cody get the Arthur?
No.
You gonna cancel me?
Are you gonna? I don't know. I don't think you should.
Look out my window tonight and see
Yeah,
I know.
it's an iconic moment. It's known more for the one-liner than the kill, but it's still a pretty good kill because I don't know, that character of Phil is so weird because I feel like he's right in so many ways in the movie, but you still don't like him because like the attitude that he has is like, why does this guy get foster children? He seems like his wife just ropes him into it. Like she wants to give, and he's just like, God damn it, that's one of these fucking kids. So yeah, I agree.
Sure.
I love that.
Funny enough, my number 10, how's it hanging, Phil?
Wow.
For the exact same reasons you guys just said.
I just got like played.
We all copied and cheated off.
I know. I need to Arthur fist myself. Well, I never thought I'd say I need to
really
fist
weird.
myself. But
this one
same
took
thing.
a
Like
whole different.
I think that the kill itself is not very inventive. It's not very original, but it is iconic just because that's one of the first times we get a funny Chucky. How's it hanging, Phil? The ironic one-liner to go along with it. So. Because of the one-liner is the only reason it made it above Mrs. Kettlewell. I was debating on those two, which one I would do. So I'm actually going to go with that at number 10. So before we jump into number 9, let's catch up on the chat real quick. Red team, red team, red team. Come in, red team. Love it. Which I don't know if anybody knows this. That's my favorite Child's Play movie. I mean, I will defend. I will defend Child's Play 3 till the end of time.
Yeah.
Oh crap! Cody looks badass. He actually looks less badass now than he normally does. But Cody, I'm still going to give it to you. You're still a badass, man.
I try.
I see Cody is dressed and made up in the usual attire today.
Yeah, just a Friday.
Just a typical Friday. So Jill's death curse. Yeah, the electrocution for sure.
Mine too.
That one's not even on my list.
Really?
This was one of the harder lists for me to put together.
It really was
Mm-hmm.
a hard list. There's so many good, like iconic kills.
Yeah.
And his one-liners, like it was hard.
Yep. They're amazing. I followed Cody from 10K and now follow all 3 channels, but first time live stream. Hey, glad you could come out to a live stream. That's amazing. Thank you for stopping out. She's in shock mostly when getting electrocuted. Again, I think it was out of proper respect.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, buddy? We'll be joining you soon for a live as well. Ashley and Sweet and Spooky, beautiful women on the panel. Kick-ass ladies.
Thank you.
Yes, they are beautiful and they are smart and they are funny and they are amazing. So I'm honored to have an amazing wife and an amazing best friend over here in Solis. I'm very, very lucky guy. Barbara's kill from Curse of Chucky. Knife to the eye. God, stupid camera.
Why?
I'm such an old man.
It's because you set it up and I didn't.
Presto. You're canceled. Nice to see you, J-Dev.
Hey, J-Dev.
Presto Solis, you're Arthur'd.
Arthur'd.
Hope y'all are having a good day. I hope everybody in the chat's having a good day as well. If you had a bad day, I hope that tonight makes up for it. How about that? Hello, Ken, Ashley, Solis, and Cody. How you doing? Nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, we got, for me, it's Jill's death too. There's a lot of Jill's death. Oh, here we go. Here's another one. We got another Aunt Maggie. Child's Play 3 is my favorite too. Totally overhated. It really is, man.
Drives me fucking insane.
Yes. We really did.
Throwback.
Christ. I mean, hi, Cody.
Hello, Dice.
Hi, guys.
That's amazing. How you doing, Dice? Dice will be joining us in a couple weeks as well. No, I do not. I prefer Alex Vincent's Andy. I just think that the whole setting of 3 is great. I think that there's so many great kills in that movie. I think that a lot of the storyline is completely overhated because of the army scene. I think it's the best third act. You could make the argument that it's 2, but I think that this is the best third act. I think this is when Chucky is both his funniest and scariest, because he does some really cruel things in Child's Play 3, but he also has those one-liners that make you laugh. So that's not why we're here. I could go on all night in a defense of Child's Play 3, but
and I'll go on through the morning.
Yes, we've talked about this a couple times. Cody Machete. I want to come on, Ashley and Ken. I gotta put a comma in there. Anytime, just let us know. We'd love to have you. Celeste, you want to start us off at number 9?
Yes. At number 9, I have a creative one. I have the factory technician in Child's Play 2 because it's unique and fun.
Ooh,
at 9?
eyeball.
I love the doll eyes. Yeah, at 9 because I have better ones coming, Ken. God.
Yeah, it's her list. Okay.
Always whining.
I know. I'm gonna be in bed tonight like 9, fucking 9. No, I love that kill. I'll be honest with you, like that kill to me as a kid, like scarred me more than a lot of other things in much scarier movies, and we'll talk about that a little later. But
yeah, I absolutely know what your number 1 is.
How about you, Captain Spaulding? What's number 9 for you?
Well, my number 9 is from Curse of Chucky, and I love it because it's a great kill and it's a great one-liner, which the best Chucky kills are that 1-2 punch, and it's Barb when her eyes are too fucking close together.
Yes.
She's a character that you don't like, so that always helps. But I love the fact that, right before that, you get the reveal that it's scarred Chucky, so Chucky fans are like, what's going on? What does this mean? And you're still kind of coming down from that. And then he just, stabs her right in the little ocular cavity. And it's just it's a good kill. And one of the better Chucky moments as far as like Brad Dourif's line delivery and everything in Curse of Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I love that movie too, because you went back to the real scary, it's almost like that gothic scenery. It's really dark. And and you're waiting for it. They go back to OG, where Chucky's not running around and being funny the whole movie. Like, you don't know. Yeah. He's dark. He's quiet. I agree with you. I completely love it. So
get back to that again.
I have a strong feeling we'll talk about Curse of Chucky a little more tonight. My number 9. Why does that look so familiar? John Ritter, Bride of Chucky. I just love the argument between Chucky and Tiffany. A true classic, never goes out of style. And then the one-liner here is another one that really, why does, when you have him looking like Pinhead and he delivers the "why does that look so familiar" line. Another one that it's a little harder to watch nowadays, with the actual death of John Ritter. You watch, you're like, fuck, that guy was so great. He'd have made a great Pinhead. But I love the death, and I will another movie that I'll defend. I really do enjoy Bride of Chucky more than a lot of other people do. So coming in at number 9 for me, John Ritter's death in Bride of Chucky. What about you, my love?
Number 9 for me is How's It Hangin', Phil? Love the one-liner, and my daughter
had to be the outlier. We could have all been Houston.
I did.
She had it at number 10 and she crossed it off.
I'm like, I'm not doing this.
I ain't a fucking poser.
Ken might be. But yeah, like it's like you said, Sweet and Spooky, it's not that creative, but still the one-liner makes it. So.
And I agree with you. I think that another reason that made the list for me above the other ones is our daughter says it.
Yeah. She was Chucky last year and she said it all the time.
How's it hanging, Phil?
She's just so cute.
You'd wake up in the morning,
So
she'd be ready for school, and your face like, how's it hanging, Dad? It says everybody's number 9, so we will catch up on the chat real quick. Number 9 for me, probably the teacher from Child's Play 2, plus she was such a bitch. I had those kind of teachers when I was in school. We all kind of live vicariously through Chucky every now and then.
Yeah, being your teacher with a ruler.
Oh, we've all been there. Shaim agrees. Tiffany has the Hellraiser idea, but Chucky just typically stabbed him to death. Yeah, he does end up getting stabbed to death, so we do have that. Nobody is canceled. I'm just saying, Presto, you're canceled. Guess what movie I'm seeing in the theater on Sunday? Scream 2. Really? They're playing that again out there?
Wow.
That's awesome, dude. Well, and that's a donation. So for tonight, no ooh babies, but
I don't have a problem with killing.
Thank you, buddy. We
Thank
appreciate it. Curse of Chucky has some of the most savage kills in the franchise for sure.
Curse of Chucky has some really good kills.
Yeah, it does. Number 9 is Chucky killing Barb. The one-liner is hilarious. Both versions on the DVD. It is brutal but creative. Why is that so familiar? I love that. Why are the adults in Child's Play 2 assholes? They are. Does anybody? I don't know why this makes you laugh every time, but remember when towards the end when Kyle's driving and she almost hits that guy, like, crazy bitch.
Yeah.
Like, every time I watch that movie, that part cracks me up. Even when I was a little kid, you crazy bitch.
Yeah.
I just love that part, man. Dr. Admore, yeah, the shock one. I love Damien's death. That's a nice one. Lip ring. 55 people in the chat, only 32 likes.
Lip ring. Oh yeah.
Let's get those likes going, ladies and gentlemen. I agree. Damn woman drivers.
Yeah.
I love this. Chucky's iconic anger issues for donations. That's just because you guys are killing it, man. That's why. Yes. How's it hanging, Phil? Chucky killed beef. Awesome. Hell yeah. What is it? The adults are just obnoxious as the dad and orphan. Hey. I love the dad and orphan. All right, Cody, you want to start us off at number 8?
Yeah, so we're going to stay with Curse of Chucky for one more, and I have Father Frank's Chili. So this is one of the best sequences I think Don Mancini's ever directed, to where you have that whole chili scene, and it has this tension going where you don't know who's got the poison, and it just keeps cutting, and it goes to a little girl, and you're like, no, not her, and keeps going around, and then eventually it's revealed like, Father Frank's feeling a little bit little bubble guts, and then that's cool enough. If it was just a poisoning, that would still probably come close to my list. But then you get the aftermath, to where later on they go and they find him at this wreck, and he's fucked up, and all the paramedics are there, and you get the guy, I believe, who played the same character or a different character in Cult of Chucky as a cop, and they pull the car apart, and his head just fucking plops off. Really good special effects, and I love the kills that kind of have, speaking of Terrifier that comes out this weekend, like a kill that just doesn't seem to end, and it just keeps going and has multiple parts to it. So that's why I like that one quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a good one. They play like Russian roulette almost with the poison
the camera.
chili. Yeah.
That you're right, because that's one of the ones. Chucky is not really, besides I'd say the OG, it was never really known for being suspenseful or artsy. It was always fun. But you're right, in that whole scene, you're like, oh my god. See, I'm a little different from you. I'm like, oh my god, if they get the girl, that's one less bill you got to pay.
Oh my god.
Get rid of the girl quickly.
Oh my god. Talking about school clothes again.
Yep. No more school clothes. #no more school clothes. But yeah, I get it. Like that whole sequence, you're like, oh my gosh. And then like, the dad, he's like, oh my god.
This is so good.
This
like,
is so
you
great.
Get all,
all the little teasers in there. So yeah, I absolutely love that as well. Number 8 for me, the one that I thought was going to be blasphemous, but actually had as an honorable mention. I got Dickhead Shane from Child's Play 2019. #not
if
my
it's
Chucky.
blasphemous, buckle up.
See, I'm also in the boat that I love Child's Play 2019.
I do too. Should have been called Child's Play 2019. Absolutely not.
We've talked about this before.
Yes.
I think the movie would have been much more. I think it would have been much better received had it been called, Buddy Dow from the world of Child's Play. I think it would have been much better received that way. Maybe then we could have got that fucking Buddy Bear sequel I've been wanting so bad. But the thing is that it's just like Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. It was ruined by the name of the movie. Nobody gave it a chance once they looked at it, seeing what it was. There wasn't our Chucky in this movie.
Yeah, it wasn't Brad Dourif, but they could have never replaced him. So,
you can't do that. A Day Dewey Dembelau. That's already been done. It's perfect. They tried to make it their own, and I thought they did a great job. And this was one of those deaths, and it's not just the death itself. You got the one-liner that's great. This is for Tupac.
Yeah.
And then you got the next morning with the head on the watermelon. Like, I genuinely love this scene. And I was only going to put one 2019 kill on there, and it was either this one or the Jack Black lookalike. And this one just had a little bit more.
They're both top 10 worthy, in my opinion.
Yeah,
yes, they are.
Sure.
I think the kills in 2019 rival Seed of Chucky as some of the best in the franchise. My foot is totally stuck in this chair, and that scared the hell out of me. I was like, I'm going to die.
This isn't the first time you've done.
I know. But so 2019 Child's Play, a movie that I very much like, and Shane's death is one that you have coming, because if you're going to cheat on Aubrey Plaza, you deserve death. So I'm handing that one to you.
Absolutely. Are
He
you
should
kidding me?
fuck that wife, fuck those kids. You just lost. You with all your thoughts.
Risk it all.
I'll never do that to you.
Okay. I mean,
No,
you
no,
can.
I fucking I liked her so much when I first met her. I was like, I'm gonna make it so if she wants to leave, she's got to get a lawyer and pay a bunch of money. We're just gonna make this official. So if you want to, you might as well just stay.
I'll put poison in your chili. Yeah.
You guys want to come over for dinner? What's your number 8, my love?
My number 8 is from Child's Play OG, the doctor that gets electrocuted by the helmet that he puts on his head. And you see him like jolting and stuff. I think that's a pretty good kill. What?
I like that kill a lot. I just hate that you can totally tell it's a human being Chucky in that sequence.
Yeah, I mean it's obviously
I know that's being super nitpicky on my part, like super shitty and super nitpicky. But that's one of those scenes that's just like
it's still a good kill in my opinion.
It's a dated effect.
Yeah. Could have been worse.
Yeah,
could have.
So,
Totally.
And then Celeste, you want to give us your number 8?
Yes, my number 8 is Barb, Curse of Chucky, and that's because I love a good eye stabbing.
Mm-hmm.
The Italian horror fan in you.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So you were a big fan of Black Christmas 2006? 6?
2000.
Oh yeah, man. He had like 25 eye kills in that movie.
Yeah.
Didn't he eat? Did he eat an eyeball?
Yeah, he ate an eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
Made me want a die ball.
And his mother's skin as
that's just too much in that movie. But the mom deserved it.
She totally did. That was that.
Yeah, that made me want to die.
It made me want to vomit.
Father Frank's death, rat poison, car wreck, decapitation.
Yes.
Very nice. I've not watched the series enough yet to be able to form a top 10, but I'm enjoying hearing everybody else's list. Maybe you want to give the series another watch.
Oh,
you should totally give this. I've said this a lot. While Child's Play is not my favorite film, this is easily my favorite franchise. Easily, hands down, nothing else comes close. This is my favorite franchise. So I would definitely recommend you giving it another spin. Barb, Curse of Chucky. Hated Barb, love the kill.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not sub to these great mods, Dice, JDev, make sure you're giving them a sub. Terrifier 2 is badass. I watched that in Barbarian based off Cody's non-spoiler reviews. Thanks, Cody.
That's an awesome double feature.
Yeah. Barbarian in Detroit. They could have made Detroit look a little better, but
that was the bad part of Detroit.
That's my home. Okay.
That's the only reason you throw Detroit in a horror movie, though. Is...
Yeah.
But I loved it. I loved Barbarian.
It was
and I spent days. I'm not going to say anything spoilery because the movie's not available yet, but I do want to say that I spent days stewing about Justin Long's character in that movie. I spent days thinking about that shit.
Yeah.
So I just want to throw that out there as well.
What I loved about it, not to go on too long of a tangent, is that they challenge what you think about him multiple times throughout the movie.
Yes.
And you're like, fuck, man, I was wrong. And then they do something, oh, shit, I was right the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. There's one line that we'll talk about when the stream's over. Because I don't want to say it live just in case people haven't seen it. But there's one line that he says that just made my skin crawl. And I was so angry when he said it. So we'll talk about that when.
Oh my God. I think I know what it is.
You probably do. Yeah.
You probably, knowing me, you probably know what line it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, Zodiac, you should watch that movie. Go into it with an open mind. The kills are great. The story's great.
See, that's exactly what I said to you.
I didn't go see it in the
went
theater.
and seen it with my son, and I was like, all right, you just got to give it a chance. Like, let's go see it. And he liked it.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I watched it like 3 times that week just to like really absorb it. I was like, God, I'm such a douche. I still don't like 2019. Gonna have to rewatch it. Yeah, give it a chance. Love 2019 Chucky. But again, that's the great thing about this is it's so subjective. Like if you don't like it, that's your thing for sure. You know, like, and that's what I love about this horror community is we can all watch the exact same thing and form completely different opinions about it. So I loved it. Yeah. I know Cody feels that one. Good man. Halloween 3 Season of the Witch moved up to his number 1 spot.
JDev. What?
Because it's amazing.
Yes.
Oh man.
Somebody else just joined because I got a Cody LOL.
It's me.
Make Chucky scary again. Go back to Curse Style. You were good, and then you screwed it up with Cult, and now you have a TV series. You know what? Like I really, really enjoyed season 1 of the TV series, and I'm not going to get too much into this. Me and Cody had a conversation about this earlier. They did something in season 2, episode 1, that just really, really bummed me the fuck out, and it kind of throws everything from season 1 up in the air and up on its head and makes it not make sense. And Cody said it best. It's like people are gonna be like, well, it's Chucky, it's supposed to be silly. That's not a good enough answer. Like that is not good enough. So this
Those
is the,
are the times where I get really frustrated with Don Mancini, because I try my best to like be really positive and be like, all right, well, you know, it's the dude's shepherded the franchise his whole life. This is his baby. Like, I love that. But then he does weird shit like this that has no reason to be in this franchise, and there's no good, at least not so far. I mean, we could change our mind in a couple episodes. Right now, it makes no sense to me as a diehard fan, and I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? Stay the course, land the plane.
There were certain things that didn't make sense to me, but
and again, for people that haven't seen it, we're not going to spoil that, but there's a certain, and if you follow me and Cody on Twitter, you've probably seen us bitching about it earlier, but it didn't make any sense, and it's really a bummer when they do stuff like that, because one thing I loved about season 1 was they stayed pretty well with continuity, pretty well with trying to keep things grounded in reality for being a number one killer doll, but it's, you know, it's definitely something to watch out for.
Don Mancini to me seems to be like a on and off guy. Like he has like a really wild, crazy, just batshit idea movie, and then he goes more old school, and then he goes batshit, and then he goes more old school, and he's been on that exact like trajectory since Seed. So we're due for some batshit right now.
And I think
that's
it's just
where we are right now.
I'm hoping that we can get, and again, it's episode 1. Like you said, by the time episode 4 or 5 comes out, we might forget about the dumb shit that happened in 1, which I'm hoping for.
I feel like the first season though, like I was hooked on episode 1. Like I couldn't wait
too.
for like the next, next week. So
well, let's hope that changes.
We'll see.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Evening, y'all. Cody, awesome to see you. Are almost at 100,000. He's got this shit in the bag. So excited.
That's amazing.
Sweet and spooky Sledgehammer Horror. Y'all are next. Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you.
We could only be so lucky, man. He's the shit. To be in his company is great. Does anyone have the TV show on their list? Spoiler alert. No, I don't have any of the TV show.
I didn't do any of the TV show either.
I don't either.
I tried my best to think of one, and I'm like, was there really like a standout kill? And there were some good ones, but none that cracked my top 10.
Yeah.
The only one that was even close for me was, I didn't put it on the list because technically Chucky was in the kill, but it wasn't Chucky doing the kill, and that was Junior killing his dad.
Oh, really?
To me, that wasn't a Chucky kill, so I didn't put that on the list.
I thought the one where he was in the hospital, where he takes all those needles, like the
I came close with that
needles.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was a pretty good kill.
Well, Charles, we answered your question, but you did give us a donation. So for tonight only,
I don't have a problem with killing.
Thanks,
thank you,
Charles.
buddy. Glenn killing Chucky and Seed of Chucky, guilty pleasure, even though they're so Lisa's like, it is not flawed whatsoever.
I never said it wasn't flawed.
She just said it's fabulous.
Right.
I just like it. And you're all mad about it.
I don't hate the movie. I just I don't know. I wish the representation was done a little bit better. But I think the kills in it are fucking phenomenal.
The kills are
I think
really
the kills
good.
are so good in that movie.
I pretty much
you
hate
should.
It. This was me when I was watching Selisa's Chucky ranking when she first released it. Every single time a new number came up, my eyes went.
You and everybody in that comment
And
section.
like it was like 3, 2, 1. I'm like, no fucking way. That's cool.
Probably like my worst comment section.
Oh,
I hate that shit.
Yeah. I mean,
You must not be a real horror fan, you big
is not
girl.
law. Yeah.
Stupid.
Yeah. I don't know anything because I'm a woman.
Yeah, you're a girl. Why don't you go do girl things, stupid girl?
Yeah.
I hate
My
that shit.
God.
we have cooties too.
Me personally, I got that circle, dot, so I'm safe.
Yeah.
Eat dirt, Tommy. Viewed Midsommar for the first time ever. Expected much grittier and skin crawling than what I received. Overhyped.
I would agree with that.
She would. I think it's good. Like, it's good enough. Like, I didn't hate it. Didn't love it. I watched
It's
it.
overhyped.
It's
for sure.
beautiful.
It is a
I only
beautiful
Like,
watched
the movie's...
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I only watched it the one time in theaters. I was extremely bored.
Mm.
It's due for
Yeah.
a rewatch, but yeah.
I thought it was beautiful, but again, any movie that has a rape scene, I'm out. And they may have made it funny, but they totally raped that guy in that movie. Like, if that would have been the exact same scenario, but it was the girl that was all fucked up and the guy was, people wouldn't have been laughing. Like, we had people in the theater laughing. I'm like, really?
Yeah.
They're fucking raping that guy. That's funny to you? Like, that's not funny. Sexual assault's not funny to me. So that to me was the
standards
thing
weird in some things.
Yeah.
It is.
It is.
It's really, really shitty. Shout out to the greatest slasher and for the Sledges for showing love. So shout out to Cody, I guess, because he's the greatest slasher ever. I agree. I love H3. So do we. Our Didn't See That Coming episode on that came out today. So I really, really loved it. Just drop it in and say hi and tell everyone to roundhouse kick that like button. Hey, go enjoy Terrifier 2. I wish it was playing somewhere near us so we could freaking see it.
I know.
Like,
we live in a lame ass town.
Yeah. Not fun. It moved up. Oh, it moved up one spot. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
so
just
it's number 2
Okay.
then.
All right. We're good then.
Yeah, she's still like it. I watched season 2 episode. A lot of John Mancini is getting for sloppy. A lot of character BS. I watched. It was like after 2. Again, there's big things that I didn't like, but that is what it is. I'm not trying to ignore people, but I don't want to keep everybody all night. It's amazing seeing all these comments, you guys, and I appreciate you so much. I'm not trying to ignore you.
Hey, D.
It's amazing. Hey, D, what's going on, D? Cody, I just want to pop in
Hi,
for a
D.
minute. That face paint is awesome. Off topic. How do you guys feel about the new Coke flavors? Never tried them.
He's so lame with like drinks. Like he doesn't like any flavors.
I think soda companies are getting a little bit off their ass with these like flavors. We've had 37 new Mountain Dews in the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Coke is Coke. Like cherry, little vanilla. Okay, I'm with that. But they're like space flavored Coke. I'm like, no, I'll go classic. Thank you.
Like, what the fuck does that taste like?
Yeah.
For me, like
not good.
For me to be like exotic is zero sugar squirt. Like, this is about as crazy as I get. I'm like, I feel like living dangerously tonight.
The zero sugar.
I got him a cherry zero sugar Coke one time, and I thought his head was gonna explode.
I was like, what is this?
Like, I can't drink this.
Are you trying to poison my chili?
Yes.
Hey, thank you, Tatum. We appreciate
Thank you, Tatum.
It means a lot. So we are up to number 7, and that'll be me starting us off. And I am going to do Ian Axe Through the Jaw. I thought that was so great. I love the tongue. And the guy, like, again, if I was in his situation, I would probably be a douchebag like that. Like, I know you're cheating on me. I know I got it on video because I put it in that DAO, but I still just don't like it. I don't like the guy. Like, I think he's a douchebag.
Yeah.
There's just something
It's
about
just his
him.
personality, like the way.
Even though, like, if I was in that situation and you were banging our nanny and stuff, like, if it was her, I probably wouldn't. Well, anyway, I would probably be a douchebag too. Like, honestly, I would be an asshole, but I couldn't dig the guy. I loved it to kill.
I'm gonna take our daughter. Like, I mean, okay, she's cheating on you, but you can't take her kid.
I mean, why would you want to? You're losing. You literally have a free pass to go.
Here we go.
Take the kid, and we'll just call it even. So yeah, for me, I'm going Ian. I love watching him get his face cut off with that axe.
I like how he's like watching it too on the camera, like he sees it coming at him because they use her in the wheelchair.
Yeah,
that's we're on number 7, right?
Yep.
So I have the factory technician who falls onto the assembly line and gets the eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
It's too low for you, right?
Way.
I knew it.
Way too low.
It's a good one.
It is a great, great kill. And it is much better than 7 through 10 worthy.
Sorry, Ken. This is my opinion.
I agree. So how about you?
I had it at number 9, so.
Right, exactly.
That's why I emphasized it.
Oh my goodness, what number are we on? Sorry.
7.
8? No, 7. 7, thank you. I have Russ and Diane from Bride of Chucky. I just love like Tiffany throwing the champagne bottle at the like ceiling. Like a mirror. It's hilarious. It's iconic. I love like the water bed just exploding. It's great. It's so ridiculous. So Tiffany too.
Yes. And it's one of those scenes where you're like, how are they going to do this? What are they going to do here? Are they actually going to go through that? And then to see it happen, the creativity of it is so good. So how about you, Cody? What's your number 7?
My number 7, kind of going along with the How's It Hanging Phil, is Don't Fuck with the Chuck from Child's Play 3. Again, just a classic, good old strangulation, get the circulation going. But it's the whole setup of the scene. It's all the different toys coming together, kind of building that weird toy factory atmosphere. And then Chucky just kind of toying with the guy, running things into his head and tripping him with marbles, and then eventually just choking him out with a yo-yo. So I think it's the line that I begged my grandma to let me repeat the most when I was like 5 years old. It's a kick-ass way to start off one of my favorite slasher films of all time. It just sets the total tone of like, okay, this is about to be a fucking blast.
And you said it best. Nothing like strangulation to get the circulation going. Love it, man. Because we often forget that he was the strangler, man. Like, because he's always stabbing people, man. You got to get back to the strangling. So, all right, guys, we will jump to the chat real quick before we get to number 6. My number 7, I picked the one Oxygen Tank Kill with the glass from Cult of Chucky. Another movie that a lot of people shit on that I don't think is as bad.
We may or may not talk about that kill again.
Diabetics should drink 0 sugar. That's all I drink. There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Don't knock 0 sugar pop. We got more Shane kill.
Yeah.
Ian is my number 7 as well. Good choice. Number 7, How's It Hanging Phil? Child's Play 2. I just joined the chat and heard Banging a Nanny. Welcome to the Sledgehammer horror life. Bar's Eye Death. I loved Barb and the Kill. It's darkly personal, and Danielle Bassetti played a great bitchy sister. She really did.
And the eyeball just rolls down the stairs. That's cool.
Captain Morgan came out with a Captain Orange vanilla twist, and I absolutely loved it. Captain Orange. Oh man, I would puke. I can't do fruity stuff like that. I puke. You look so cute, Cody. If you think he looks cute now, you should see him without the makeup. Cody is Sid Egg. Yeah, Sid wishes. I'm sorry.
Inflating my head tonight.
Right. The opening kill in Child's Play 3. See, like that's one of my favorite Chucky lines of all time. Just the you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like I love it so much. Cody, did you do your own makeup?
Nope, my crazier half did.
She killed it. Tell her we all said she killed it, man.
I will.
Chucky messing with the good guy CEO with all the toys is a great opening sequence. It really is. When they're talking to each other and you as the audience is wondering which one is it. That's another one of those times where Don Mancini really played off each other. I don't know why that guy hates Child's Play 3 so much, man. I don't get it. Like I don't get
he does
his problem with dude. He hates that movie. He's always said that's his least favorite, and he doesn't ever want to talk about it. Everything like I'm like Don, it's the best one in your franchise.
Oh, but we'll constantly fucking reference Seed. Sorry, Celise.
It's okay.
So he's sitting up there right now, like. All right, so the multiple Chucky idea pretty much breaks the rule with the franchise. But you know what? Honestly, they were gonna do that in Child's Play 3, but they didn't have the budget. Like when the blood goes into the vat of plastic, he was. Thank God, Dead Meat James. If you guys know James and Chelsea, they really brought that to life. And that's something that's been well known for a long time. Is Don Mancini wanted to do a multiple Cult of Chucky in Child's Play 3, and the studio was like, that's cute, but no. So he was like, fine, I'll do it later. You know,
I agree.
So like that original idea. What's that?
I agree with the studio.
Cody's just like mad to me.
That original idea was there from Child's Play 3. So I think that's really, really cool. It doesn't make sense at all because you do multiple Chuckies. Why didn't you use that from the beginning? Well, because he just found the new chant in Voodoo for Dummies. That's why,
Right.
Alex.
Right.
No, I get it. Trust me.
One word, it saves so much time.
Right. We've talked about this so much on how this franchise flips everything on its head so many times. And sometimes it's like, whatever. But then other times like that, you're like, fucking really? Is that really what we're doing here? So up to number 6, that will be you starting, my love.
So I have Cult of Chucky, Claire's Death. This is another one where the lights,
the glass.
Yeah, where he does the torpedo with the oxygen tank into the glass and it falls down and decapitates her. I like that one too.
And it's beautiful.
It really looks good. Yeah. So I had to choose that shards of glass falling over the one from Bride of Chucky. But yeah. And I went back and forth between them too.
Yeah. No, run it. I like that one too more if we're going between those two.
Yeah.
What about you, Celise? What's number 6 for you?
Number 6, I have Tiffany's death in Bride of Chucky. I love a good electrocution death. That's it.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So how about you, Cody? What's your number 6?
What she said.
I knew it. When you laughed, I knew it.
Yay!
Yeah, I love that kill. Not only is it just a really good kickoff to that whole situation in Bride of Chucky, but I like how they frame it with Bride of Frankenstein, and you've got the TV that's a little floating in the bathtub showing it like we deserve death, and the bubbles, especially, and Chucky's just like a maestro, like yeah, and I love it.
Yeah,
amazing. I'm not going to follow that up with being the same as you guys this time. It may not be the most creative death, but to me, probably the most heartbreaking death in the whole franchise. Going with my boy Whitehurst from Child's Play 3, literally jumping on the grenade after Chucky throws it to save all these people, even most that have been just complete dickheads to him. But he's willing to sacrifice his own life for these people, especially Andy and De Silva. De Silva, please come back. So that's one that as a kid, it always made me really sad. So I had to maybe the second most saddest. We might talk about another one that I always thought was really fucking sad, but that one to me was always up there. So number 6 for me, Whitehurst, Child's Play 3. So let's catch up on the chat real quick before we go on to our number 5. Multiple Chuckies don't give no Fs, especially if they didn't get their knife during orientation. That really upsets them.
Yeah.
Number 6, Damien's death in Bride of Chucky. Britney Spears' death in Seed of Chucky.
How dare you?
How's it hanging, Phil? Neck break.
Oh my god.
Got a factory worker in Child's Play 2. Hey, what's up, Blood and Bruce? Thanks for stopping in. We got a good pick, Elise. Number 6, trio of cult, the multiple Chuckies slaughtering the doctor. Oh yeah, that was nice. And one of the funnier moments in Cult of Chucky. Like I really genuinely laughed at that part where he's like, "Look at my hair. Oh, you go fuck him up real good, man." Like that. Right. I thought that was great. I did like that part.
We're gonna let him do it because of the
Eddie Caputo's death is pretty crazy, even though it's just a house explosion. Yeah, the house explosion looks really good too. Tiffany's death in Bride. I'm sorry, guys, but just like Cody, I'm a stickler for the lord of the franchise. It pisses me off when he starts. Yeah, I get it. No, totally understood. Trust me, I'm on the same page as you. I promise. Banging the nanny. Hey, beautiful chat. If you haven't checked out this episode from Ken and Ashley, oh, that's our Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. Our Didn't See That Coming that came out today. Yeah, it's fun. Imagine if they made Redman the main character in the franchise. Listen, if Busta Rhymes can take out Michael.
Why is that always your go-to?
Because Busta Rhymes took out Michael.
He might have did some karate, but it didn't completely take him out.
Funny you should say that. What's up, Nene? Nice to see you. When angry Ken, you say and do ish. It's not always logical. Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. The motel couple's death in Bride of Chucky. It's not on my list. I promise you, it's not number 1 on mine. Oh yeah, that's another thing. His attention is pretty much gone because you can just go one door and another one will show up and kill it. Yeah, there's
Alex
definitely
is in
those
a rant
moments.
mood.
Yeah, I love it. Bring it. I love it. So we are going to be halfway through the list, starting at number 5, and that will be Sweet and Spooky starting us off.
Okay, hopefully Ken will love me again after I say this one. I have Brett Shelton from Child's Play 3. I think that's just fun and also like a genuinely scary moment. Like the paintballs being replaced with actual bullets is really scary.
For sure.
Like I don't fuck
It
with
really
that. When I
is.
first saw it, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Well, I mean, and if you want to dig really deep into that, not only is that fucked up by what Chucky did by killing that guy, even though he's a douchebag. Imagine the guy that shot him. Like the kid
He
that
just
shot
killed
him.
Like,
He's fucked up for the
Traumatized
rest
for
of
life.
his life too.
Yeah.
So Chucky killed one dude and
Traumatized
fucked another
another.
one up,
Yeah.
man. So like that's a double whammy on that kill.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chucky gives no shits.
Chucky's gonna be a bro. Fucking love Chucky. So how about you, Cody? What's your halfway point? Your number 5.
My number 5 is the glass ceiling slaughter from Bride of Chucky. What I love about Bride of Chucky, and I can't think of another slasher franchise that has done anything like this, is that Chucky's the star of the show. Chucky's the poster child. Eventually, Chucky's just the name of the fucking series. They don't even say Child's Play anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And yet they bring in this character, Tiffany, and give her all of the best shit in Bride of Chucky. And it feels completely natural. Like nobody gets mad at Bride of Chucky because Chucky's thunder got stolen. She's got all the best kills, some of the best lines. And this one is the best kill in the movie to me, to where, just simple, just gets offended at their shenanigans and throws it up into the ceiling. I love the way that it's shot. I still think that Ronnie Yu's a very underappreciated horror director. And whenever you watch that scene, I have the same reaction that Chucky does. It's just like, I love you.
Great, man. No, I dig it. So we're at number 5 right now, right?
We are.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So my number 5 has been talked about a couple times. You've got Your Mother's Eyes, and they're too fucking close together. Barb from Curse.
Yeah.
Watching this movie, I was really, really fascinated with the movie, even before we got to this line. But when we got to this part and Chucky really came out with his, being Chucky again, and he gave that one-liner and he did the stab. We talked already about the problems that Don Mancini has with inconsistencies in his story and about how, Charles Lee Ray had the mother kidnapped. None of that made any fucking sense. But the line delivery was great. And the atmosphere, her fear, everything about it was amazing. So for me, number 5, I'm going with Your Mother's Eyes. They were too fucking close together from Curse of Chucky.
Nice.
My number 5 is from Child's Play 3, and it's the garbage man being crushed.
Oh, shit.
He has his arm out and he's being crushed. Like that would be so scary and that would hurt really bad. So I think that's a good one.
All the guy was doing was trying to do the right fucking thing.
He was just trying to, he thought someone was in there trying to help someone out, and then he gets crushed. Poor guy. Felt bad
for no reason at all. Chucky escapes
no
and
reason.
he's just like, you know what? While I'm here.
Yeah.
Might
as well crush the garbage man.
Oh, that fucking death. Busta Rhymes doing the Van Damme spin kicks and Resurrection never gets old. Again, the way that Celeste defends Sita Chucky is how I defend Halloween Resurrection. I don't love it, but I have fun with it. Like when I watch that movie, I'm not bored.
That's not fair though. You use it as a weak point for Michael Myers. So
why do you think I love it so much?
Yeah.
Well, Ashley's coming for you.
Not okay.
She's like Michael could take Jason.
Drag
Michael can't take
him,
Busta
Ashley.
Rhymes. Okay, if Michael couldn't take out Busta Rhymes, how the fuck is Michael gonna take out Jason Voorhees? All right, let's lay our cards on the table here.
Has Jason come against karate?
No, but he came up against a boxer, and Jason takes Manhattan, and he's like, knocked his head off. That boxer would take out Busta Rhymes in a second.
No,
Busta Rhymes would be like, "You got me on the roof, and then you knocked me off the roof, and then I'm dead."
No.
I'm also a great rapper, if you guys didn't know.
He's not, but
they call me Ken and M.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I have a great night. I'll see y'all later.
Maggie's death.
This is such a dad right here.
I know. I love it. Ian's death, axe to the jaw, so good. How's it hanging, Phil?
Mm-hmm.
Shelton definitely was a dick. I get that. That was payback kill, sticking the doll up your ass in part 2. What's this? episode 8 was revealed that Tiffany was one that called the cops on him all along. I get it. Like, it's fucking. That's another part where I was like, are we being serious right now?
Don't ask questions. It's my script, bitch.
Yeah. Yes, Tatum, we do. He's back here hanging out with us today.
He is.
Yep, he's back there too. Celeste, you look nice. She's just like, yeah, fuck you guys. Do you have one, Celeste?
No, I was smiling. A doll? Yeah, I have
doll.
a small one.
See?
Yeah.
We all do.
It's not
You don't
anywhere
fuck with
near
the
me,
Chuck.
though.
Cody's wife did a great job on that makeup. When he laughs, it actually kind of scary. That's awesome. Looking back at Child's Play 1 when Chucky says, I got a date with a 6-year-old boy, kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Kind of.
Figure of speech. Calm down.
I got a date with a 6-year-old boy. Hospital needle injections from season 1. I have the Chucky doll that sits and moves his head. Yes, that's so dope.
Let me get it.
Yeah, I know, right? Let me borrow that for like 50 years. Yeah. Oh yeah, fuck that. I hate how inconsistent it's become with the dolls having guts and organs 1 second, then other dolls being all plastic and stuffing.
Yeah. I asked those questions in Curse and Cult. I was like, hang on a fucking second. But
right.
It's just Chucky. Don't ask questions.
Yep. If you ask questions, it means you hate it.
Yep.
That's one thing that really fucking bothers me. Trick or treat, motherfucker. Detective Mike wasn't really the one that shot him. Oh my god. That would be that might be a deal breaker for me. They need to bring him back too.
Yeah. I got to meet Chris Sarandon this year whenever I went to Orlando with Sean Chandler, and that was awesome. Like, Sean didn't really want to meet anybody, and there was so many massive celebrities there, and I was like, Chris Sarandon, beeline right there, had like 2 people in his line. And I was like, dude.
Child's Play, Fright Night, Princess Bride. He would have been one of my first stops too, man. Easily. Everyone that defends Halloween Resurrection. Yes, it is a fun watch, you son of a bitch.
It's totally fun.
Nah, I love you, J-Dub. Jason went up against Freddy and survived. Michael hasn't. Case closed. Jason wins. Yes, you can include.
No.
I was trying to get past that quick. Cody Cody makes it look cooler. Yeah, for sure. Honestly, it's upsetting that Mike and his partner didn't back up Karen on Andy and Chucky being alive because they literally saw it happen. You know what? I get it. They just didn't want to come back for part 2, so they had to write that out. I really hope that he nails Glenn and Glenda, because if I see a single ounce of pee coming from Glenn's pants, I'm going to throw something at the screen. Cody almost looking as terrifying as.
You pissed your pants.
I'm on my way. So we are up to number 4, and that is Cody starting us off.
All right. Well, this one's been mentioned a few times, but the pumpkin patch kill and in the 2019 remake. So
nice.
For a lot of reasons, like I said earlier, there's a couple of kills in this movie that are all top 10 worthy, honestly. But I like this one because I love the fact that the kill becomes a major plot point in the movie, with like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 reference and the gift wrapped head, and then Andy's going to try to get rid of it, and it's this whole thing that he's got to do that's a big problem with him and Officer Mike down the hall. But just the kill in and of itself is awesome. I love he's a douchebag. Like I said with Barb, if you don't like the person, you enjoy the kill so much more. Whenever he falls off the ladder and you just see both of his ankles just go, like, that's just, it's just 1 second, but it's enough. And then him getting ran over with the little tiller, scalping him, getting stabbed. You get a Chucky one-liner, probably the best one in that movie. There wasn't many to pick from, but that was a good one. And then, he's decapitated and gift wrapped. So it's one of those kills, like I said earlier, keeps going and adds layers. And it's just, yes, it's awesome.
Well, obviously we agree, because me and Ashley both had that one on the list as well. Number 4 for me was just talked about. And I talked about how Whitehurst's death may be the saddest. This one's given a competition, and that's the Garbage Man in Child's Play 3. You know, the guy is literally just working a 9 to 5.
He's at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Trying to help out who he thinks is a little kid that got stuck in the trash, and then he just gets crushed, and like seeing his arm out. And the panic when he's like, wait,
I would
please.
panic too.
You know,
that
like,
would be horrible.
Yeah, but
Oh.
like you don't even know the guy in the
Right.
film. You know, like with Whitehurst, you have that emotional attachment. With this guy, you don't even know him. And you're like,
Mhm.
oh, I wonder if he had kids or a wife
Yeah.
or a husband or
Or a dog
people
or
that
something.
loved him. You know,
Mhm.
yeah, a dog. If his dog's gonna be like Fry's dog in
there
Futurama, and
and
just
wait
wait
for
for him to come home and end up dying.
Uh.
Like, come on. See, now I put that in your guys' head. The next time you watch it, you're gonna be
Now
like, no,
everybody's sad.
Seymour, please go get food and forget about your owner. So yeah, number 4 for me, definitely the garbage truck guy from Child's Play 3.
Nice.
So what about you, my love?
Mine is from Cult of Chucky, and that's Dr. Foley, the douche
Oh,
molester guy.
fuck.
Another one that totally
Oh.
deserved that kill. That was a satisfying kill. And although it's not
Mhm.
necessarily Chucky, but she is possessed by him.
It's
so
Chucky.
it is Chucky.
Yeah.
And you know, he's like, this is for Mika, so he totally deserved it. Yeah,
I just fucking can't with this guy.
and she just stomped the shit out of the red shoes that he put on her. Like she just stomped the shit out of his head, like till it's nothing.
Sidebar. Every time I hear the two words put together, red shoes, I want to die. I just want to throw that out there.
Is that because of that
Yes.
movie?
Yes. Okay. Real quick side story.
Because of what?
It's
Listen,
You
when
have my
Ashley was
attention.
pregnant with our son, and I got to remind you off the top, she has no heart. Nothing makes her sad.
I do.
What?
I just don't cry. I'm not the crier. He's the crier. And
I
I'm
came home
not.
from work and she was sitting on the couch and she was just like soaked in tears. And I was like, she was pregnant with Kenny at the time. So it was 14 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what'd I do? What happened? And she's like, I watched this movie called The Red Shoes, and this little kid wanted to buy his mom red shoes because she was dying and she wanted to look pretty when she went to heaven, and he didn't have the money. And I was like,
I was literally like,
by the time she was done telling the story, I was sitting next to her like, buy her the shoes. So like every time I hear red shoes, I'm like,
it's like
Red
PTSD.
shoes never mean
Yeah.
anything good. You watch
Oh,
Jojo
right.
Rabbit. Brings
So
it right back.
if anybody ever says, hey, you want to watch this movie, The Red Shoes, be like, no,
It's sad.
don't do it. So yeah. So Celise, you want to make us happy now and talk about some more death? That's not of a kid's mom that wants red shoes to make her pretty in heaven.
Sure. My number 4 is the John Ritter death in Bride of
Ah.
Chucky for all the reasons everyone said. I love the little homage to Hellraiser, and I'm really scared of like stepping on nails, so I especially don't want nails in my face.
Mm,
So
yeah.
I think the face may be a little worse than the foot.
Yeah.
For sure.
Possibly.
I
Lightly.
think so.
I mean, I've gotten shots in my face, and that's some of the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. So I can
Oh.
imagine.
Yeah.
I am sorry.
That sounds
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah,
does
my
sound
dog bit me in the nose maybe 5 years ago, and I had to get stitches, and so I got like 7 or 8 different
Oh.
spots, and the freaking needle looked like it was about that big, and I'm just sitting there going,
Oh my god, I would die. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Put it this way, my wife was watching for one of them, and she's like, I gotta leave. He's like, yeah, if you're gonna pass out, get out. I don't need 2 patients.
Right.
I can just imagine what
He can't even get his blood drawn, so there's no
can't.
freaking way.
Nope.
I have to hold his hand when he gets his blood drawn.
Yeah. I can just imagine as they're
Listen,
putting the
I
needle-
don't like getting my blood drawn either. I can't do it.
No.
I have to like look
It's
away.
not the pain.
I
I
can't
just
do
see it. And I'm like, that's mine.
I'm like, stop looking at it.
That's
yes,
mine.
it's so
Put it back.
gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
I don't mind needles.
Put
I'll
the
tell
shots
you.
in his face, being like, I have such pleasures to show you.
Yeah.
Demons to some, angels to
Yeah.
others.
Yeah, for sure.
Throwing out a bunch of pinhead one-liners at this point. Celeste just did her number 4, so let's catch up on the chat real quick. The waterbed kill, see to Chucky. Thoughts on the Dahmer series? Okay, just hear me out for a second. I am all about them doing these type of series. What really, really fucking
How
bothers me
Sexualize
is
it?
the
Oh my
people
God.
that idolize Jeffrey Dahmer and treat him like we do Chucky or Freddy or fictional characters. Jeffrey Dahmer was a real guy that ruined a lot of people's real lives and killed people and their family members and the suffering they went through. I'm okay with watching a show and learning about how sick and disgusting this human being was. But to put him on your t-shirts or dress up like him for Halloween That fucking bothers me on like a
Tattoos.
molecular tattoos.
Yeah, tattoos.
You
People
know,
are like,
That's
"Oh,
incredibly
you could eat me,"
disrespectful.
and-
it is, you know, and like I said, as a
Yeah.
horror fan, I'm wearing a Chucky shirt right now. That doll's never really killed anybody and really ruined the lives
Right.
of people. Jeffrey Dahmer did.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy did. I'm all about watching those shows and being entertained and finding, wanting to know why people are the way they are and trying to get into the minds of these sick people. But to idolize and sexualize what these disgusting people did on a real level bothers me. Like, it just really upsets me. Like, you need to be better than that. You need to be able to separate fantasy from reality, and that type of stuff is reality. Don't make him a martyr.
Mhm.
Don't look up to this guy. He was a sick motherfucker that hurt people. So again, Evan Peters, he's sexy. He's hot right now. Like, I get that, but the person that he's portraying is not sexy, and he is not anything that should be looked up to. And like Cody said, I seen that too. Someone having tattoos of him on their body.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Like, stop it. Quit it.
Talk
So
about a red
that's my little
flag.
rant. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Have
get
you
back in the
seen?
bedroom
Wait.
and-
Have y'all seen like those fucking shirts? I was at a horror con and there was a bunch of people wearing these shirts and it's Jeffrey Dahmer and it's like a meme. And it's like about like eating. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, do you
Don't get
actually
it.
think that's funny? Like,
No.
They
people
probably do,
died.
but that it's so
Like,
disrespectful to the family.
It
sad.
is. It's so
Again, like,
bizarre.
I know a lot of people that are like, oh, making the show is disrespectful. And I will respectfully disagree with that, because maybe by people watching the show, they can learn different things about what goes on in the mind of a serial killer and things like that. But
It's
where I
American
think the line is
history.
drawn is exactly like what you're saying, Celise. If you go out and buy a fucking Jeffrey Dahmer t-shirt and it doesn't say fuck this man on it, there's something wrong with you. You know, there's something. Why are you what makes this guy? And I'm not talking Evan Peters. You know, I'm talking Jeffrey Dahmer, the real life murderer that ruined the lives. Watch that woman's testimony in court when she's talking about her brother. That's heartbreaking. And you're going to idolize the guy that put this woman through that? No, man. No. So, series okay. Real life worship, not okay in my book. But again, this is just one man's opinion.
The wife and I got one episode left. So the final verdict's still out. I think the show is gripping as hell up into the point where they take the focus away from Evan Peters and it becomes about all the victims and the side characters. It's important to learn about them, but the show loses a lot of its grip once they do that, in my opinion. So one more episode to go.
Okay. Well, I hope you like the last episode. Spoiler alert. Don't fuck with the Chuck. Child's Play 3. John from part 1.
Yes.
We may talk about that one.
We may.
Good Guy's mascot on the TV. Oh yeah, the big-headed one. Wow. All right, guys. So we are going to. Why did it do that? Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a lot of people talking about the. Yeah, sorry. I shouldn't have brought that much attention to Jeffrey Dahmer. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. So let's move on to our number 3. And that will be me starting it off. And you just talked about it. It's Dr. Foley. Usually in these movies, you don't root for people to die. And then you see people like Dr. Foley and you're like, yeah, please just fucking kill that guy. Please kill that guy. To find out that he had been sexually, assaulting Nika while she was, I almost said Mika. Shout out to Mika and Kira. He's sexually assaulting Nika when he was putting her under and stuff. And it's just, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
And,
He's very deserving of that kill.
yeah. And even Chucky's like, I fucking can't with this guy.
Yeah.
When the Strangler thinks you're a bad person,
You're
that
a
shows
bad
how
person.
bad you really
Yeah.
are. So, and like you said, it is Chucky in her body. Which you talk about plot twist. How about being possessed fixes your spine? Never knew that. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Dr. Foley, Child's Play 3. That movie's on my fucking mind.
Clearly.
Cult of Chucky.
My number 3 is from Bride of Chucky, and that is Damien when he gets his lip rings pulled out and it's like gushing blood, and then Chucky suffocates him, puts a pillow over his head, and that's gotta hurt. Like it's the lip rings being pulled out for me, and then the blood gushing. It looks fucking awesome. I love that.
All right.
Yeah.
So how about you, Celeste? What comes in at number 3 for you?
Okay, so you know how earlier y'all were like, did you include any of the ones where Chucky dies? And everyone said no, but I did. So, so this next one is that. And I'm really sorry if it makes anyone mad. It is from Seed of Chucky. Oh my god, shocker, Celeste. Girl. It is when Glenda like cuts Chucky up. I just love that. It's fun. I like it.
I'm going to include a death of Chucky and not have Child's Play 3. You're part of the problem, Celeste. You're part of the problem.
Maybe I am.
She's like, I'm good with it though.
Right.
I'm content with my life.
Right.
We could never stay mad at you.
Yeah. We won't go to bed angry, Celeste.
I ain't mad.
I would hope you wouldn't take that seriously.
Laying in bed tonight, like fucking seeing a Chucky death. What the fuck?
He's gonna be so mad. He's gonna be like, number 3.
In a while.
Guys, we haven't heard from you. Yeah, keep it that way, bitch.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
would never
God.
call you that word, Celeste. I swear to God.
No, because I would beat
You
it.
should kill
Good,
me
because
if I
I
ever-
kick your ass.
If I ever called a woman
we
that,
both kick his ass.
Yeah.
my mother would rise from the grave and come back from ashes just to slap me, and then poof, go back to ashes again.
She would.
So how about you, Cody? What's your bronze medal?
All right. My number 3 has been mentioned a few times, and it is the eyeball impale kill from Child's Play 2. And what I love about this kill is that it is random. It's a character we don't know, don't give a shit about. You could literally delete the scene from the movie. The movie would not change whatsoever, but it's one of the best fucking kills in the whole franchise. And so it absolutely deserves to be on this list. I just love the fact that it's just a random guy. He's sitting there trying to do his job. And, we got that really good kill at the beginning of the movie where the 2 workers got electrocuted and exploded. And this kind of brings it full circle to where he clearing out all the dolls, and all Chucky does is just scare him for a second. And, yeah. That's one of the ones you feel. You feel no matter how many times you watch it, you're like, oh, that sucks ass. Okay.
I fucking love that kill so much that I'll talk about it here in a little bit. But real quick, let's catch up on the chat. What's up outside the 9? Glad you could stop by for a minute.
Hello.
Rudy.
Hey, Rudy.
What up?
Rudy.
Yeah. Hey, if you become a member. Yeah, and a good thing about this is pretty soon we're almost done with the first draft of the Ofrenda, and we're going to do a reading of it with some friends. Maybe a little bit of surprise on who we're going to have, but we're very excited for this. We just went to Salem again, did some more writing while we were in Salem, and we're very excited for you guys to see where this is going. So can't wait for you guys to check that out. Yeah. Oh, this is definitely a hard list.
It really was.
This was one of the harder lists I've ever done. Easily one of the hardest lists. Ian's Death and Curse, very good death.
Yeah.
I love it, Cody. Rudy. It's so funny because like we were talking earlier about my son's football game tonight, and every time they score a touchdown, we have this guy that's been doing this for years, and he runs down the sideline with our flag, our school's flag, and his name's Rudy.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole crowd breaks out with the Rudy every time he does it. So when I seen that, I had to laugh.
That's awesome.
Maid gets pushed into the knives. Ooh, that is a good kill. I just wish we could have actually seen it a little more. Mm-hmm. Screw Freddy's Dead and Seed. Freddy's Dead is special to me because I got to see it in 3D with my uncle, so it's a special movie to me. I don't know Damien's last name.
Oh, hang on. It's like Damien Wetblock or Wayblock or something like that. Damn it, now I got to Google it. Am I the champion?
I have no idea. Popped in and saw Cody's makeup, looked at my wine bottle, decided I've been awake too long.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Hey, Cody, let's switch and have Chucky playing Nintendo Power Glove and have Freddy jerking off to a magazine. which hand is Freddy using?
Ugh. Yeah,
that
could get messy.
could definitely be a little messy if that happens. Baylock, you were right.
Baylock. There we go. See.
Yep. John Ritter's Pinhead death. Why does that look so familiar at number 2? All the horror movies I've seen this year so far are awesome. Not Jeepers Creepers Reborn. That movie. I didn't think it was the worst thing I've ever seen, but anybody that knows me knows I don't support the Jeepers Creepers franchise anyway. I think the Creeper is a very scary villain, but it's just not something I can bring it in my heart to full on support. So that's just one thing that I can't do. So we will go to our number 2, and that will be you starting us off, my love.
So my number 2 is from Child's Play 2, and that is You Have Been Very Naughty, Mrs. Kettlewell.
Wow.
And I love this kill, and it's more for the shot than anything. How he's hitting her over and over, and it pans out, and you can still see, like, they're way far out, and you can still see him hitting her with a ruler. That's why I love this kill so much.
He does hit her for an excessive amount.
Long ass time. Like, Mrs. Kettlewell takes a beating. She gets a beating.
How long do you have to beat somebody with a yardstick until they're dead? So, I mean,
a long time.
Committed.
Yeah, he was committed for sure.
If you look really closely in the background, you can see the owl from the Tootsie Pop, and he's like, 1, 2.
Yeah.
It's kind of counting down the hits with the yardstick. So, good pick. Now I feel like an asshole because I had it as an honorable mention, and you got it all the way up at number 2.
Yeah.
Arthur meme. How about you, Celeste? What comes in at number 2 for you?
At number 2, I also have Miss Kettlewell. For basically all the reasons that Ashley just said. I mean, also, like, Chucky looks so good in that scene. Like, his face and just the way it's shot. I mean, it's iconic. It's very memorable.
Totally. I agree.
Yeah. It's everything about, and again, that's another one. I even have it on video of Chloe when she was in her Chucky outfit going, "You've been very naughty, Mrs. Kettlewell." And the way she says it is so damn cute. So how about you, Cody? What's your silver medal?
You've been very naughty, Miss Kettlewell.
Yay.
I think we've had I think all of us have had the same top 10 in different orders to a certain degree with very few outliers. That's pretty cool with like 70 something kills in this franchise. Nonetheless, Miss Kettlewell. I mean, Beth Grant, I think, has made a career of playing like every character in every movie. She's this bitch that you want to die. Like, that's just her thing.
Donnie Darko. Oh my god.
Donnie Darko. I'm telling you, like, so you got she's in Speed and she almost fucks everything up. You got No Country for Old Men, and she's the reason why Josh Brolin gets killed in the end. And then you get Miss Kettlewell. And yeah, I don't know if it's because I've had some really bitch teachers as a kid to where I kind of feel like I'm living vicariously through Chucky here.
Yeah.
And the fact that she's so mean to Andy, like, you have a little kid, he's like, I didn't do that. And there's no possible way that any of the other kids did it, including the shithead behind him. That gets on my nerves too, just the bullying aspect of it. But yeah, it's something that's so simple. It's not like a gory kill, but it's so iconic to where I have like a shirt with Chucky holding the yardstick. And I just, like Celeste was saying, the animatronics when he's walking is like a really great look. And she's just sitting there looking still stunned at what's happening. And man, that's a kill I could talk about for an hour.
Yeah.
And another big thing about that kill too is when you were talking about how, it's written on the paper. If you even just look at his name, you can see the handwriting is so different. And she just automatically write, like he's gonna write it on there and turn it in. Come on, man. So I get that too. My number 2 has yet to be talked about unless my memories completely escaped me. And you shouldn't tell your customers where you put these things, John.
It has not.
John, Child's Play 1, Voodoo Death. One that really, really, as a kid, scared me. The idea of a voodoo doll has always scared me since the first time I watched Creepshow.
As a kid, I thought voodoo dolls and quicksand were going to be much bigger problems in my adulthood.
Dude, yes. Quicksand, voodoo dolls, and killer bees were the 3 things I was probably the most scared of as a kid. And this and Creepshow really enhanced the voodoo doll thing, but watching his arm break and his leg break, like that scene just looks so good. And then, I've got a date with a 6-year-old boy, and you've got a date with death. And he stabs the doll, like, oh, fucking love it. That had to be my number 2. So running that, my number 2, John, Child's Play 1. Now, before we give our number 1s, let's catch up on the chat real quick. Nathan's number 2, Pinhead, why does that look so familiar? When Chucky pushes the maid into the knives. That's getting a lot of love, man. Kobe says, great face paint, Cody. What face paint?
Yeah. What you talking about? Something on my face?
Why does that look so familiar? Child's Play 2, amazing, isn't it? Just because, I totally forgot about that one. Runner-up has to be Ian's death in Curse of Chucky. Presto, You're Dead, military throat slit. Lip ring, pillow suffocation, Bride of Chucky. Yeah. See, I'm going to say this too. I had 3 deaths from Child's Play 3. I was going to include Presto, You're Dead on the list, but that's the reason that became an honorable mention, was just because I had so much Child's Play 3 on here. Yo, Cody, what's up with that makeup? He was just filming a Rob Zombie franchise ranking. So he came here quickly, and I appreciate it.
He wanted to look pretty for the stream.
Yeah. He asked me, he goes,
yeah,
hey,
come on. He put his brows on.
Yeah.
I'm surprised at every answer.
You're on fleek.
Yeah, those eyebrows are definitely on
He
fleek.
doesn't even know what that means.
I don't. No cap. But I will say,
dated.
I will say that
I love you, Ken.
Cool,
I love
though.
you.
The thing is,
Yeah.
like, you keep saying it because you think that it's cool, and it's not anymore. Like,
what do you mean? I am cool. No cap.
yeah.
Okay. Wait, you're saying
my
I'm not
God.
cool? Are you gonna say it right now? Am I not cool?
You're so not cool.
That's cap, bro.
Oh my God.
So I just want to say real quick.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I think you're very cool.
Thank you. That's all
Our
I needed to
kids,
hear.
however, do not.
Yeah. My son is not a big fan of my no cap.
Or anything we say.
No, Cody
in
actually
general.
hit me up. I was like, dude, should I take the makeup off? I was like, fuck no. I'll be insulted if you take that off. Like, I just gotta say that through that. Through the heart. The technician from Child's Play. Cody, are you gonna purchase the Halloween 4K transfer for 4 through 6?
Not for the price it is right now. They can blow me. When it's like $50, maybe.
Right. Oh, that's another good one. When multiple Malcolm gets the drill through the eye in Cult. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Number 1, Mrs. Kettlewell. Even as a kid, when I first saw it, I thought it was the best for Child's Play 2. And I cannot stand that character in the movie. All right. Well, since you asked for it, thank you so much for the donation, Tatum. We really appreciate it. And we won't do a Chucky one for you.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. No, I mean, it really means a lot because everything that comes into Sledgehammer Horror goes back out into Sledgehammer Horror. So thank you so much. I'm going to say this. I like Child's Play 3. Russell, that's my favorite in the franchise, buddy.
Say it louder.
Yeah.
From the hilltops.
Man. I like Rob Zombie's music. It's okay. I was never really much of a new metal industrial guy, but
I like the older music, not so much as newer stuff.
Yeah, so that's, to me, it's just okay. You know, I grew up in very, very punk rock, so you know, at when Rob Zombie was doing his like Rob Zombie shit, I was a punk rock kid, so I was like, "Fuck new metal, blah, I'm a stupid idiot kid." So, yeah. So
he's one of the best concerts I've ever seen. I'll say that though. Whether or not I like some of the newer music, he puts on a show.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Yeah.
I've heard, actually, funny enough, I've heard the same thing about Korn, and I'm not a Korn fan, but a buddy of mine he's not a huge Korn fan, and he was like, "Dude, they were Bill." He was like, "Korn fucking rocked the house, dude." So, you know. And I think I would like Korn better live, because the thing that turns me off about Korn is how loud and crazy their bass sounds on record. So, what about you, Celeste? Are you a Rob Zombie fan musically?
No, not really. No, I never really cared.
That's me. It was just, it's okay.
What kind of music does Celeste like?
Just,
Yeah, what do you listen to, Celeste?
Oh my goodness. I listen to a lot of music. I guess my favorite kind of music is reggaeton music. Like I love Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Basic girly.
Are you more of a fan of Bad Bunny the musician or Bad Bunny the WWF wrestler?
I like Bad Bunny doing anything he wants.
That's awesome. Yeah, thank you guys so much for the support tonight. No capes. Ken says no caps. Damn right. Should I remove the makeup? Fuck no. That's pretty much exactly how it went. So I was like, no.
It was in all
dude.
caps.
Yeah, there was no caps on that one.
Oh no. No.
Cody's like, God damn it. Cody, should Rob Zombie direct a Child Play movie? Yeah, hard.
Read the rest of it. No.
Hard pass. Do we think Halloween Ends?
Chucky'd be like,
will
I'm
not
gonna come
get
over
out of
there
the
and
park.
skull fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen the second trailer. We just went and seen Smile, and
yeah, he totally booked it out of the
got
theater.
up and ran out of the theater.
And
before
then
I
they
did the
played
same
trailer.
thing for months.
Did you
back
like
in
it?
2018.
Smile?
I like Smile,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Smile was
liked
really
it.
good.
There's one.
I saw it at
huge
the world
glaring
premiere.
problem.
I thought it was solid.
Same.
There's one
I liked
huge
it a lot.
glaring problem that it had for me. Since you both have seen it, once we stop the stream, I'll tell you what the problem I had with it was. But overall, I liked it. And I like the fact that it's a really, really good take on the loneliness you feel when you have a manic disorder or a depression or an anxiety and you feel like the world's against you. It really took me by surprise how deep the movie was. I'll say that much. I didn't go into it looking for a deep movie. And I sat there like, wow, this is very intelligent. I like the way they did a lot of this. But again, there's a huge problem I have with it, and I'll talk to you guys about that because I don't know if anybody in the chat hasn't seen it, and I'd feel like a cock if I ruined it. So
here's the funny thing about
Pretty
Smile.
fairly new.
So I was at Fantastic Fest in Austin, Texas a couple weeks ago, and they did the world premiere. And I didn't realize at the time until later on that the lead actress is the daughter of Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick. And so I really,
Sosie Bacon.
yeah, Sosie Bacon. I didn't put two and two together. I'm like, there's probably more people in the world named Bacon besides Kevin. But nonetheless, I enjoyed the movie. I had a good time with it. It was much better than I thought it was going to be. It looked like it was going to be very generic. So Kevin Bacon and Kira Sedgwick were actually at the festival, but they did not go anywhere in the public eye because they wanted all the attention to be on their daughter. And it totally worked because as soon as I found out about it, I was like, where the fuck were they at? I'm like,
That's so cute. That's so sweet.
I saw a picture of them like on Instagram in front of the lobby thing, and I was like, how the fuck did I miss him?
Right.
Cody's like, where the fuck was Kevin Bacon?
I'm telling you. I was like, Kevin, picture.
It's amazing how stuff like that happens because like we live in Michigan and the town that I was living at the time is called Adrian, and our football team was playing, and Jeff Daniels was there because his son played for Chelsea, the team we were playing, and all these people were going to talk to him, and he's like, listen, I appreciate it. Not tonight. If you want to talk to me after the game, that's fine. I'll sign whatever. I'll do whatever. But I'm here to watch my son. I want today to be about my son. That's all I'm here for. After the game, if you guys want, we can all hang out and I'll sign whatever you want me to sign. I'm just asking you respectfully, please just let me watch my son. And at the time I was like, wow, what a dick. But now I'm older. I'm like, fuck. Yeah, leave the fucking guy alone. Let him watch his kid. And the fact that he was cool enough to sign stuff for us after the game, you know, but he was just like, please, out of respect, just let me watch my kid. I'm like, fuck your kid. I hope he loses. Let's see. Rob Zombie Chucky movie? No, I wouldn't. I'd be depressed for days. I like a handful of Rob Zombie songs. Yeah, see, that's again, I don't hate it, but nothing I ever went for.
Dragula, I like that one.
Yep, Dragula.
Yeah, I like that one.
Alice Cooper, Mystery Skulls, Foo Fighters. God, I fucking love the Foo Fighters.
I definitely prefer me some Alice Cooper.
Just popping to say hello to all these lovely people. This is a collection of my favorite channels. Oh, thank you so much. Loving the makeup tonight. Thank you. Ashley did it for me. Where's the bacon?
Pretty much.
All right, so guys, we are at number 1. It's Sweet and Spooky. You will be starting us off. We just ask, like always, if you wouldn't mind, for people that joined in a little bit late, if you wouldn't mind going from your number or you didn't have any honorable mentions, but your number 10 all the way to number 1, it would be much appreciated.
Absolutely. Okay, at number 10, I have How's It Hangin' Phil from Child's Play 2. At number 9, sorry, my list is like not in order. So, numbers. At number 9, I have The Factory Technician, Child's Play 2. At number 8, I have Barb, Curse of Chucky. 7, Russ and Diane from Bride of Chucky. 6, Tiffany, Bride of Chucky. 5, Brett Shelton, Child's Play 3. 4, John Ritter's Death, Bride of Chucky. 3, Glenn Glenda cutting Chucky up in Seed of Chucky. I know that's making everybody cringe here on this panel. 2, I have Miss Kettlewell from Child's Play 2. And 1, I have one that's like really significant to me because Child's Play was my first horror movie ever by accident. And it is Maggie's Death. I just love the little hammer and I love a good flying out of the window death. Thank you.
I knew that was your first horror movie.
I wonder how you knew that.
Amazing.
Yes.
Great list.
Nice list.
Thank you.
How about you, Cody? Can you give us your whole list up to number 1, please?
Absolutely not. All right. Yeah. So number 10, I also had How's It Hangin' Phil for number 10. Number 9 was Barb, Your Eyes Are Too Fucking Close Together. Number 8 was Father Frank's Chili, also from Curse of Chucky. Number 7, Don't Fuck with the Chuck. Number 6 is Tiffany's Bath Time in Bride of Chucky. Number 5 is The Glass Ceiling Slaughter from Bride of Chucky. Number 4 is The Pumpkin Patch Decapitation for Tupac in 2019 Child's Play. Number 8 is The Eyeball Impale from Child's Play 2. Number 2, You're Very Naughty Mrs. Kettlewell. And number 1, Why Does That Look So Familiar? Also from Bride of Chucky. There's a lot of reasons why I love this kill. John Ritter was always a big fan of him, going all the way back to like Stephen King's It. And him being in the movie was cool enough. Him getting killed was awesome. The pinhead look to the kill and just how gnarly the kill itself was. Again, Tiffany stealing Chucky's thunder, and I love it the whole way through. The line delivery by Chucky about why does it look so familiar? That's how you do meta stuff, Mr. Mancini. No, I'm just kidding. He also wrote that, so who knows? But anyway, so yeah, that I love that. And it's also, like I've said a couple times on the list, it's a kill that keeps going because 30 minutes later, he pops back up again and Chucky gets to finish him off. And just, I love the look of Chucky in that scene whenever Chucky get him and he's, and he's just like, yeah, bitch. So, yeah, that one's my favorite.
Nice.
Yeah, and you can't go wrong. I think we all had it on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
Loser.
I am. I'm a loser.
So, my honorable mentions were Aunt Maggie from the OG, Presto You're Dead from Child's Play 3 and Mrs. Kettlewell. Number 10, How's It Hangin' Phil. Number 9, John Ritter, Bride of Chucky. Number 8, Douchebag Shane from 2019. Number 7, Ian's Axe Through the Jaw and Curse. 6, Whitehurst from Child's Play 3. Your Mother's Eyes at number 5. Number 4, The Garbage Truck from Child's Play 3. Number 3, The Head Stomp in Cult, Dr. Foley. Number 2, You Shouldn't Tell People Where You Hide These Things, John. And if it wasn't painfully obvious, my number 1, The Assembly Worker.
Knew it.
Getting the Eyes, Child's Play 2. I'm telling you guys right now, like, no cap.
Oh my God.
This fucked me up as a kid, man. Like when I was a kid, like this scene, seriously, this scared me more. Like this did for me what it did for People for Clowns. Like that's how much this scene affected me as a kid. Like to see it happen and then to see him with those fake eyeballs in his head, like that just stuck in my little brain. Like that I think that was the exact moment that like I knew I fucking loved this little doll. Like, even though it scared me so bad, for it to give me that type of feeling was just euphoric. And I just absolutely loved it. And it, like I said, it genuinely scared the hell out of me. Like, you felt bad for the guy. You know, he got the scare of the knife. and then those just come down, and it looks so good when the clamps come and grab his head, and he can't move. It just it's such an amazing kill, and I adore it. Every time that movie's on, I have to make sure I watch it just at least until that moment. I think that third act is on par with Child's Play 3. I will always say Child's Play 3 has the best third act. I think the local town fair, even though people shit on it, whatever, I think that's one of the best third acts of any movie ever. I love that third act. Oh, I've heard so many people talk about how. I know. That's what I'm saying. I just want to talk to him. Just want to talk to him. But yeah, I think that the assembly line worker's death in Child's Play 2 was just so fucking good, and it was so scary, and even to this day, it looks so good. You know, the practical effects on that look so good. So that's what I'm gonna go with is Child's Play 2, the assembly line worker's eyeballs. Okay. What's your list, my love?
All right, so I had 3 honorable mentions. Child's Play 2019, Douchebag Shane. Then I had Curse of Chucky, Ian's getting his jaw chopped off. And then Seed of Chucky was the puppeteer when the animatronics decapitate him. Or the puppeteer animatronic guy gets decapitated.
In Seed?
Yeah, in Seed. That's what I mean. 10 is Curse of Chucky, Jill the Nanny. 9 was How's It Hangin', Phil. 8 was the doctor that got electrocuted. 7 is Child's Play 2, the factory technician. 6 is Cult of Chucky, Claire's kill, with the shards of glass decapitating her. 5 is Child's Play 3, the garbage man being crushed. 4 is Cult of Chucky, Dr. Foley the molester. And 3 is Ride of Chucky, Damien gets his rings ripped out. 2 is Child's Play 2, You've Been Very Naughty, Mrs. Kettlewell. And number 1 for me is from the OG, and it is
it John?
You're an Abomination.
Yes,
it's John. I love that kill. And how he uses that doll to snap his limbs, and then he's all contorted, and then he stabs him in the heart. And you could like hear his limbs, snapping, and it's just so cringy, and I love it. It's an iconic kill.
If it's gory, Ashley's in.
Yeah. Gory, or if you can hear limbs snapping, you see contorted stuff, like I'm here for it.
Right. Well, that's everybody's list, guys. But before we go, we're going to catch up on the chat. If you have any questions for Sweet and Spooky or Cody, I'm going to catch up on the chat real quick. They're going to tell you what they have coming up on the channels before we go. Living Dead Girl song placement in Bride was perfect. That is pretty dope. Barber, yeah, that's a hard one to go root against. Probably Tony Gardner's Death and Seed of Chucky. Is that the decapitation one?
Yeah, it's the special effects.
I thought so.
Yeah, the special effects. Yeah.
I Shall Defend Glenda. I get it. Waterbed Kill, Bride of Chucky. That stuck with me the most. Made me want to never know to waterbed. Johnny Depp feels the same way. Rudy, brother, are you excited for Halloween Ends? John Ritter, Three's Company.
Yes, I am.
I know you are. Child's Play 2 will always be my number 1. 3's better. Multiple Tiffany deaths, Bride of Chucky, the bathtub, the grave, and Glenn's birth. Each death is either beautiful or tragically crucial. Very true. I forgot to mention this, but the best in first concert was Rammstein. Rammstein? That's the Duhas people, right? Is that Rammstein?
I know they got a lot of fire. That's all I know about them.
Banger live, guys. We appreciate it. Bride of Chucky is my number 1. Child's Play 2. Damn, loving this child. Yeah. Child's Play 3 all day. No cap. Did Sledge just say no cap? Listen, I don't really say no cap.
You have to bring that up
in everyday life. Okay, I say it. It's more.
We could have just ignored it.
Yeah.
Cody, that new look is clean.
The new gel.
I love that. Yes, dude. That's great. Yeah, it definitely is a catchphrase at this point. Both third acts are solid. Tatum, thank you. And we got one more donation, so we got to give you one more Chucky.
I don't have a problem with killing.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Why does it always go back to the bottom? I don't, because I respect Chuck Norris, and I wouldn't want to see him get taken out by Chucky too quickly. That's Chuck Norris's only kryptonite is Chucky. Amazing stream tonight. Great panelist. Yes, she subbed to your channels. Thank you. If you guys in the chat have not subscribed to their channels, you will not regret it. That Play Pals toy. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Love this hat. What's this? Hey, Cody, remember when Brian had seated Chucky above Child's Play 2? Well, that's just unfortunate.
Yeah, and then he had to do a video retraction and say that he was depressed and on lots of medication.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it is definitely iconic. Yeah, I am very excited for Halloween Ends.
Me too.
I'll be excited if it really ends. Just saying.
You're about to get you are very naughty, Mrs. Cuddle.
I'm just saying, like, I can end it, man.
Oh boy.
All right. So before we let you guys go, Sweet and Spooky, can you tell everybody what you have coming up on the channel here in the next couple weeks?
Sure. I have a review. Oh my goodness. I'm going to be doing lots of reviews. I am going to be doing a review on this movie that is not a horror film, but I do want to talk about it. I'm going to be doing a review of Blonde.
Ooh.
I may or may not. Yeah. I may or may not cover the monsters. I haven't decided if I really want to be put through that torture. I'm going to be doing a review of Terrifier 2. That's good. Yeah, a review of Terrifier 2 should be coming out on Monday. And then next month, I do a live stream called Table Screams. And we read and act out different horror movie scripts. And we're going to be doing Ginger Snaps in November. So be there.
Nice.
So, Lisa, if you don't cosplay as Sienna at some point in the future, I'm going to be highly disappointed.
You are like reading my mind. I was like looking at wings earlier on Amazon.
Well, the great thing about the Table Screams too is not only is it fun, it's so much fun. Like, because they go all out, they do everything by the book. We were lucky enough to be guests on there at one point. We hopefully after October, when things slow down, we would love to be able to have that opportunity again, because it's just such a great time to come out and hang out with you and do that. So what about you, Cody? What do you got coming up?
Oh man, whew, how much time do we have? I got a review for 3 from Hell coming tomorrow, as long as I get my sponsor approval, which I'm a little annoyed I haven't got a email from them yet. But that's the last Rob Zombie review, and then I've reviewed all 8 of his films. The video I did this for, the Rob Zombie ranking, will be Sunday, along with Rudy from Gen X Reviews and CP from Willis Credia. I have an Alice in Chains tier list with Willis Credia on Monday. Chucky, episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, basically all month long on Wednesdays. I have a horror Sick School, which I've been going through all the different horror franchises on a tier list. So my latest one will hopefully be Thursday, and then Halloween Ends, and just Halloween Ends everything for the next like 2 weeks straight. Redoing some rankings, discussing it in spoilers, doing a live commentary. And the one thing that I am excited to do, because I haven't done this video yet, is I'm going to be ranking the Halloween timelines once we get Ends. Ooh, so that'll be a little bit of a different flavor. Yeah.
I like that.
I like that too. It's going to be weird to see a bunch of zeros, but okay, that's cool.
You're a zero for saying that.
Stop.
Number 1 timeline, Season of the Witch.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, I'm leaving.
Coming up on Sledgehammer Horror, next week we have some amazing guests that are going to be on the channel. We haven't done this week on Sledgehammer Horror yet, so I got to go and see who our guests. We do not have a live next week. Good reason for it, but next week we have Brett Mann will be on Monday. On Wednesday will be Christine Germain, the author, and next Friday, and we didn't plan this, our Versus episode of Halloween 1978 versus Rob Zombie's Halloween will come out the same day Halloween Ends comes out, and we did not do that.
Plan
yeah, like we don't look that far ahead. We just scheduled it, and there it was. So that was dope.
This worked out in our favor.
Yeah. And we don't have a live next week because not only does Halloween Ends come out on the 14th, but there's also this other amazing movie that comes out on October 14th. And we're going to the red carpet premiere of it. and that is The Bride of Killer Pinata, and that is the very first movie that I am a part of. So I was able to be a part of the cast of this movie, and I'm very excited to see it. I'm very excited to see how it actually turned out. So we'll be going to Chicago. We're taking a trip to Chicago to watch that, and very, very excited to see how that goes. It's one of the things that I've always dreamed about it. I've always dreamed, and now I get to go watch myself on the big screen. So there won't be a live next week. So we're putting a lot of our stuff in with that. And I can't wait to see the box office, to see how I do against Halloween Ends.
Take them down.
Just ready for that. So it is Bride of Killer Pinata. It will be on Amazon Prime in November. So make sure you guys check it out if you want to see every part of my body on camera without clothes. So that'll be fun for you. So
this is a very exciting news.
Yes. Make sure you bring your magnifying glass, possibly a telescope.
Shut up.
And you'll be able to see everything Ken Sledge in the film. So can't give too many spoilers about that. But again,
Sledgehammer my ass. No,
yeah, right. That's not even a ball peen. I just want to say again to you guys, everybody in the chat, thank you for spending your Friday evening with us. Cody and Celise, it is always an honor to be able to work with you guys, whether it's on your channel or our channel. It's, Cody, I've been a big fan of yours since I first started the channel. You were one of the first people I reached out to and was able to work with. And I was able to meet Celise to this amazing community. And you are two people that I talk to very often and always watch your stuff. And anytime we get to work with you guys, it's an honor. So
thanks, man.
Everything he just said.
Thank you.
Ditto.
Yeah, ditto.
So,
Cut and paste.
yeah. So, guys, don't go anywhere. I got a couple more questions for you. Everybody else, as always, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.